What's up, guys? Back here now in a Fiat 500. It's a cool little car. I had an electric car for like a week, and now I'm here. I got my electric car. So yeah, when you're in Los Angeles, there is a really cool place to rent a car for monthly terms, and it's really cheap. And the guy is really cool. And I got referred to him through a friend named James Fitzgerald, who is a professional skateboarder from Mystery, and he lives in LA from time to time. I met him out here, 20 some odd years ago, and a really cool guy. And yeah, I asked him because he had a Mercedes-Benz when I hung out with him. I think it was like 3-4 years ago or something like that. And his no Hollywood pad. And I was wondering, what does he do for does he own the car or whatever? Just kind of curious. And yeah, he said he rents it monthly. It's like, oh, so curious. And where do you do that? Where do you get it from? And he said a place called Rent-A-Benz in North Hollywood. And yeah, so I'm out here for 2 months this time. So one more month. I'm leaving August 30th. But yeah, I wanted to get a cheaper rental because I rented a car for a week before. It was like $280 or something like that. And so for a whole month, it kind of ends up costing you over $1,000. Doesn't really make sense, right? So the rentals are $600 a month, and you have to pay for liability insurance, and they have providers, and it's like somewhere around $60 a month. Depends on, of course, your history and all that. It's like $100 some odd to start it, and then $60 a month after that. So yeah, it was like $150 or something. So it's $600 plus $150. And then for additional insurance, what I'm using is my Chase Sapphire Reserve card. That credit card comes with additional coverage to cover, things like damage to the car or just beyond what personal liability covers. So yeah, Rent-A-Benz, $600 a month, plus liability insurance. And if you have a credit card, and I would highly recommend getting the Chase Sapphire Reserve. And if you guys are interested, I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, what an awesome deal, $700 a month to rent a car. That's pretty affordable. So makes sense, So now I got this little Fiat 500. He's got Mercedes-Benz, he's got VW, Jettas and stuff like that. He's got these little Fiat 500s that are cool. A little bit older cars, so they're not going to be like brand new like you'd get at a rental agency. So you kind of get what you pay for, but he's got this really cool one. I like this one. I think it's pretty solid. It's pretty chill. Cute little economical car. It's all I need. I like the little cars. It's easier to kind of get in and out of places, and turning radius is a lot shorter, so it's just easier to deal with. I don't need to carry around a bunch of stuff, so there's no reason to get a big car. I had an electric car, which I liked, but then I didn't really like. There was things about it I liked and things I didn't, and I just realized that wasn't really for me. In the future, if I move back here, I might end up buying a Tesla. Because, out of all the electric cars, I think they make the best ones, but that's still to be determined. Right now, I basically planned a whole trip from September 4th onwards in Mexico. So I'm going to be flying down to Tulum, Mexico, which is like a little beach town. Very similar vibes to like Canggu and Bali. And they have furnished apartments out there at these like incredibly beautiful apartment complexes with amazing amenities like rooftop pools and gyms and all sorts of stuff, saunas. And they're under $1,000 a month. Like average price I've seen so far is around $700 a month. So I'm just like really amazed. Whereas if you wanted to get a furnished apartment out here on monthly, like on a month-to-month basis, it would end up costing you, easily $2,500, $3,000 a month. The only affordable way to do it is really to get a long-term lease on an apartment. Excuse me, and it's furnished. It's unfurnished. So you're gonna have to pay up front for the deposit, first month, and you're gonna have to furnish the apartment, and you can have a long-term lease to deal with. So what if you don't want to live here, right? So I love Los Angeles for the skateboard scene, so I'm always going to be coming back here. But right now, it doesn't really make sense to settle down because I don't need to be here. I can really be anywhere I want to. It just has to be on U.S. time to manage my business. Since now I'm no longer focusing on doing dropshipping myself, I'm focusing on providing services to people that do dropshipping. And to provide those services the best to my abilities, I need to be on U.S. time. maybe in the future that'll change too, as I can sort of, outsource and, duplicate myself. I'll be able to get away from the need to actually be the one managing the business on a day-to-day basis. But, I'm still kind of getting it back on its feet. But I'm having a great time. I got about 10 clients right now looking to scale and bring on more, so it's super exciting. Yeah, life is really good out here, but it's expensive, it's not cheap. And so anyway, Mexico is an exciting option. I've been diving into the long-term visa stipulations and whatnot. It's a bit harder to get long-term tourist visas these days. You have to show onward travel and your exact plans. So I'm probably going to have to book some more stuff up front, and then definitely have like an onward ticket booked, or like a fake onward ticket booked through a company like onwardticket.com or something. But that's pretty simple stuff, pretty easy to do. Sorry if the phone's shaking a lot. I thought this would be a good idea, but apparently not. It's shaking like crazy. I might not might end up canceling this video, but anyway, yeah, so that's exciting. I'm really excited to still be out here for a month. 2 more weeks at my friend's house, and then my wife's going to come out here, and we're going to spend a couple weeks in different hotels. Then I return the car, fly up to Seattle, hang out with the family up there for a few days, and then fly down to Mexico. The only thing that kind of sucks is the timing, because in the Yucatan, the rainy season starts in September. Basically, is like one of the worst months for rain. But the cool thing is this side of the world is going through La Nina right now, so that means it's drier than usual. So the rainy season might not even be that bad. So we'll see. But even if it is, it's fine. I just really need to focus on work. It really matters more to me to have a nice living situation than it does to be in like a major big city and all that. So it's okay. It's month to month. I can always come back to LA if I really wanted to, if I just find that I don't like Mexico at all for whatever reason. There's a bunch of countries I want to go visit anyways, like Colombia, Brazil, Peru, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. So I want to travel to all those places. The best thing is my wife is Indonesian. They don't require a visa for Indonesian passport holders in all those countries. I'm not sure about Costa Rica and Puerto Rico, but the rest of them, yes, I'm good. So should be pretty solid for winter travels, and we're going to be just basically traveling around. That's the whole idea. Have a good time. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Just going to be focusing on getting work done. That's the main thing right now. I want to help my clients out, keep my current clients on, get my new store build clients launched, and get some new clients on board. So yeah, if you guys are interested in living the digital nomad lifestyle, high ticket dropshipping is definitely one of the things that works. If you want to learn more about that, go to my website, ecommerceparadise.com. You can get a free mini course and niches list. There's lots of other business models, like I'm talking about what I'm doing right now, which is the agency business model. It takes a ton of work, but it's worth it. There's affiliate marketing, there's digital products, but the productized service stuff works really well, and I can highly recommend it for if you're good at whatever you're good at, like whether it be video production, graphic design, whatever it is. I happen to be really good at a certain business model that's location independent. People really like that, so that's why I serve people in that niche. But there's tons of other niches, obviously, so find what works for you. Go to my website, trevorfenner.com, if you're interested in learning more about digital nomad life and how to get started with it. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.